I can't get Steam to broadcast, even though I did it last time. I think, if I had to guess, it has something to do with the fact that I didn't set up an event uh, for the Steam broadcast, so I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it right now. Okay, let me get back up to speed before I just jump in here. Checking on all the stuff. Yeah, okay, that's launched. And that's launched. All right, so let's get cracking. So what have we got to do today? Let's see. I'm still neck deep in setting up fish. So this is gonna still setting up fish. So working on that for a while, and we're gonna be working on it for a little longer because we got a lot of fish to set up, and they take a while. Luckily, the good news is it's not like modeling them. Sarah did all that. She did some lovely models here. But we are going to be setting them up to be catchable, right? So you guys can collect them all. Let's see. I need to check on my Trello board. See where I'm at. That I am just churning through all these stinking Okay, that's done. Make sure that we disable the old mesh, and here we go. Oh, he's not armored. I need to look up his actual name as well. She called him Armored Fish, and he is not in this list. Okay, so I have we are using a new term. That going here. Let's take this down because we need to see all the stuff. There's his mesh, his shader. Okay. All right, this guy needs a rigid body, so we're gonna actually turn these off because we don't use them anymore. We just use them to create the combined mesh. We're going to add a rigid body. Those that don't know Unity, rigid body is how you talk to the physics system. So in order for something to use the physics system, you have to attach a rigid body. This guy is a medium, so his mass is 20, not 1 like we did for the small guys. The drag, though, is going to stay the same for now. We might need to tweak these after we test it a little bit. In fact, actually, let's go look at an existing one. It's a clamp jaw. Has a rigid body 20, 0, 5. True, gravity, interpolate, discrete. Okay, so that's all the same. Okay. And actually, while I'm here, I'm going to just copy this because I know I have to do that. So I can just paste it on the new guy when we get the new guy going. Which I don't know why I have him marked for... Oh, because these guys are the actual ones. These are the new ones. They look way better. Look at that. So much better. Okay. But he's not set up. All right. So we're going with this guy. So I was looking at his rigid body 20, 0. Yes, interpolate needs to be interpolate. And we're using discrete collision detection. Okay, so the rigid body is now done. And needs a crest, simple floating object. set to 1, 1, 0, infinity. Object width of... these are always hard to tell. The way that I've been doing this is to add a cube. Why does it keep doing that? It's so funky. Oh, because it's adding it as a child. No, it wasn't because it was adding it as a child. It just does some weird stuff. It's doing some weird stuff with its box collider right now. Anywho. Like, seriously, what is going on? That's so funky. Alright, well. I think that's roughly 1, but I'm going to grab this other one here just to double check. So if I was too wide, yeah, he's not, he's 1 wide. So let's take that off. Go back to the width on the wave response, 1. Again, we might have to adjust that, but we won't know until we test them. Okay, so object width, the fourth height offset has got to be set to 0. 3 is good here, 2 is good here, 1 is good here, 0.2 is set, and we do not use debug. Okay. Now he gets a medium fish AI. Because his value, he is much different than the small guys, because the small guys don't pull your boat around, and these guys pull your boat around. Paste those values there. So right now he's just going to be a copy of the original clamp jaw. Just in how he reacts in his AI system. Yeah, okay. Just going to double check these. Yeah, medium fish, yeah. Medium fish acceleration. The dummy action. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to add a box collider for this guy. He's a cheap box collider. And we have to manipulate this one so that it is big enough for your crane to catch this guy, because no more pulling it to the boat. You got to use your catching crane. Looks good. This guy's a skinny fish. Looks about right there. He's got to be taller. And we got to make sure that just in case there. Yeah, that's pretty good. And actually, let's bring that down. So you gotta get his whole thing in. You gotta get his whole thing in the boat, not just the fins. Okay. The other thing we have to do is we have to make sure that that is on. And now we're going to set up the water interactions, which we have some prefabs ready for that. Basic water object interaction spheres. I think actually I had mediums for this. Let me go look for that. Medium. What did I call it? Medium fish water interaction. Yeah. Oh, but that's a material, not the object. Oh. I have to read up on our instructions here. So this is the material for the small fish interaction. Hmm. It's funny that basic water interaction sphere, like, why doesn't this come up in my list of... It's so weird. Hmm. Because this is a prefab, if I change this one, they all change. We don't want to do that. So let's go look at one of the old guys. There is one. Water object interaction sphere medium. Why couldn't I find it? Cool. Okay, so let's go back here. I'm gonna delete that one. We're gonna put the... Oh, look at that. Okay, yeah. Oh, right. Object water interaction component is obsolete because we updated. It's the basic one say the same thing? No, the basic one doesn't say that. So we did update this one, we didn't update that one. Okay, okay, well. Object water interaction. Sphere water interaction is what we want. We want that one. And we're going to take this one off. Oh, right, because this is the new one. I recognize that now. Okay. So that is now applied to the prefab, which then applies to all of them. Okay. Do. Water interaction is on. We got the medium one on. Not quite big enough. So I'm kind of wondering what's going on there. Because on the old clamp jaw, did I mess around with the size? So interesting. What to do? This guy is much bigger than a clamp jaw. I mean, I could just put it at his head and test it and make it bigger later. I suppose that's what we're going to do. Okay. Because really all this does is push the water shader around. So in theory, we only need to send that message to the shader as his head moves around the water, really. But we'll mess around with that later if we determine that it doesn't look like we want it to look. Okay, so let's go through these variables. So we need to look at sphere water interactions. Oh, because that's for basic object water interaction, which is gone now because we need crest sphere water interaction. So, I see. Okay, so I could make that bigger or smaller. So let's leave it about 1. Let's put it right around there. The weight. The smalls are 0.4. I think I'm going to let's experiment with that at 1 just to see. Making notes for myself. Since this is the first medium that we're doing, in this way, I need to make notes about this stuff and test it, and then once we get it set, we can carry it on to all the rest of the mediums, which there's like what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mediums with the 5 variants each, and sometimes a shiny. So there's plenty of fish that we got to do. Okay, so let's leave that at 1 for now. We'll mess around with it later. Weight down. The smalls are 0.4. Intensity of the forces from vertical motion of the sphere. So when he's going up and down, he should be a little bit more heavy, I think. So let's put him at 0.6. Pardon me. Inner sphere multiplier. Not sure what that means. The model parameter that can be used to modify the shape of the interaction. Okay. I think I'm just going to leave all that stuff. Velocity offset that we need to look at. Offset in direction of motion to help ripples appear in front of the sphere. So this is pushing it out in front. 0.4 is probably too small. Or 0.04 is probably too small. Let's put it at like, what's 0.4? Let's try that. Compensate for weight motion. Correct for wave displacement. Increasing this can fix issues where dynamic wave input visibly drifts away from the boat in the presence of large waves. However, in some cases, enabling this option results in a feedback loop. Visible rings. So I balance maybe yeah. So we're gonna tune this down. Let's try 0.2. No, we're not going to boost large waves. We're going to leave this at 500. These guys max speed. The smalls max speed was 70. Does it make more sense that they go slower? I kind of think that it does. Let's go look at what the old clamp jaws setting was. So he would have you know what, let's just copy all this because we've tested it. This one we've tested and we know that it's working. So for now, we're just going to start with that. Let's start with that assumption. I think it's a good assumption. So let's paste all that. Yeah. Okay. All right, shader time. So, let's go over the other document. And this guy has a material on him. Common. we're going to switch this common over to our new shader graphs, fish shader. And here what we have to do, where did we keep those? Where did she keep those maps? Oh, she does have them in textures. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. So let's go back to the materials, common, lock that. Go back to the textures, common. And it's albedos, that one. Oh, he's even got AOs. That's nice. Because the AO maps are really nice when we get them. There's the emission. There's the metallic. And there's the normal. Boom. Okay, new fish shader. Cool. Okay, this guy, I think he looks dry. Right now, I could bump this up if I wanted to make him look wet, but I think 0.45 is right. Okay, so now we're going to set our emission percentage to 1. Go to the fill offset and drop it down so that he is max, which is right about there. Set the fill emission back to 0. Wait. I'm not doing that right. Okay. Set the emission fill. Set the emission fill back to 0. That was right. Oh, right. We're setting the length so that he stops emission. Let's make sure it's not like on the front or anywhere of him. Doesn't look like it. Okay. So is it 1? No, it's definitely less than that. Yeah. Okay. Which is funny because the way that this math is done, you would think that a -1 here would just like be the offset in the opposite direction, but it's not. I could show you Zach's gigantic shader graph for this, but it's complicated. And it's already done. We don't need to mess around. We just need to use it. Okay, so we did the fish length. Now we're gonna set the emission. Just make sure we got that right. Yep, full glow, full glow. Okay. So now let's set him glow. Set his color. Here is where we're gonna do our collection colors. So common is gray, so that's 137, 137, 137 is my default gray that I like. Although her emission maps generally, because we do white there, it kind of is too white usually. So let's see. Yeah, that's not very gray. Let's see if we can darken it without getting too much color in it. Right, so he goes. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Okay. So let's set that back down to 0. Oh, actually with it there, that's his base. So do we want his base higher or lower? I think it's probably good around 14. I think it's good. Set up his bright percentage. This is just like super bright mode. That's too much. Let's tone it down so it stays a little gray. And then that's how he does his warnings that, hey, something bad's gonna happen. So let's bump that up. It's like 30. Yeah, that's a little better. Okay. 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 So we're gonna then set these back to 0. And then we're gonna mess with the rain value. Set it to 1. So you'll see this guy's way bigger, so obviously the drops are kind of maybe too big. So we gotta change that. So the tiling, we're gonna say 0.45. 0.45, that's what Zach recommended in his defaults. I think we need a little bit more. I think the size is right, but I think we need more of it. So the speed. 0.4. Yeah, there we go. So that's when he's out of the water. He's dripping. Okay. So at that point, rain is done, or what we're calling rain. Just our dripping water effect, or VFX. Or it's a shader, I guess I should say. Okay, so that's done. So now, back to materials. This one is now set, but these are the old system, which is what this whole, one of the reasons this whole process is taking so long. Back to this shader. There. Okay, that part's done. Did that. Did that. Did that. Okay, so now these guys need crossbow stick points, because mediums, you have to sort of tempt them with the pole or at the bait, and then you have your little crossbow plunger to stick a guy so you can get him with your crane. So let me look at the old one real quick. He's supposed to have crossbow stick points on him, but he doesn't look like he does. Unless he's... No. That's just his eyes, right? Yeah, those are the eyes. What about octopod? Look at his rig. It's so complicated. I do not see stick points on this guy. So the question is, okay, so if now I'm wondering, okay, so am I looking at the right one? I see no crossbow stick points. But I have in my notes that we're supposed to set them on here. Empty transforms, crossbow stick points. Oh, because it goes on the right. Okay, so it goes somewhere in the rig. It goes way down. Yep, it's these. It's those, I think. Yep. Okay, so empty transforms, crossbow stick points. Add the transforms as children to the closest spine bone so that they follow the fish's rig as it moves to the tail end, right? Boy, we had some really good notes to ourselves. Zach, good job on these notes. Uh-oh. Almost out of coffee. Gonna have to pause and go get more in a second. But let's try and let's try and put some stick points on. So these are just empty transforms that go where the crossbow will attach to when you shoot at them from either side, depending on which way you're shooting at them from. So on our little, what are we looking at here? We are looking at Scopada common. On his rig, down on his spine. So as we work our way down, it's going to be way down because this guy, this is how rigs are. Okay, so not there, not there, not there, not there, not there. I think the crossbow point should be there. Okay, and then we have to make sure that their forward vector is pointing into the fish. So we are going to add empty. I like to name these. This one will be the right side. And then let's go ahead and duplicate that one. Rename it as left. Okay. So right. The forward needs to point into the fish, so I gotta rotate it. Was that in the... That should be 0. Wait. Let's unrotate it and then look at it, which way it's pointing. About the y-axis by 90, right? Should be. Wait, what? Oh, do I? Damn it, I have global on. Stupid. Oh, so it was. Okay, so we unrotate it because, yeah. And so this is actually 180. Right, because it needs to point in to the fish. And then we'll set it off so it's out so that you stick onto the fish right about there. And that's his right, so this is his left. It's already pointing the right way. There. Let's pop it out just a bit. Yeah. So one. Let's pop that guy out just a bit. Boom. Okay. So now their forwards are into the fish, so that is how the crossbow will attach on. So then I have to go to his medium fish AI, give him his somewhere in here. Yeah, it's his crossbow stick points. It doesn't really matter which is which. Oops. There and there. And that, in theory, is set for this guy. Okay. I should check chat because I haven't been looking. Sorry about that. Okay, so looks like we're all good. That part's done. Okay, so now we need to add our splash handler script. Here is the splash handler. Okay. These guys can have there's some splash prefabs that we have. So there's big splash. Let's do that one. There should be a medium. There's the smalls. He'll get small A. Mediums. I must have gone past it. Hmm. I know it's here. Damn it. Hey. How is it that these are named? It should just be medium splash size. What's going on here? Okay, so let's go to the old ones. Find out what's going on here. Water. Oh, because they're water splash. Their VFX is not. Okay. I almost put the wrong thing on that guy. So it's water splash, small, medium, and large. I should write that down. Water splash. Small. Water splash, small, like that. Okay, so then we go back to the guy we're setting up. Where did my prefabs go? Here, we are working on this guy. He gets water splash. Which one was that? This was small. Small. Do it this way. Wait, what? Water splash. I should. Strange. Super odd. And then it needs its own skin mesh renderer. Just here. Okay, then it just needs a water drip effect. This should be a medium. And we need to adjust his volume, generation volume. Yeah, I think that's good. Drips. Okay, cool. I'm happy with that. Well, actually, I should check the thickness. I didn't check that. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so we did that. We did that. We have to tag this guy. All right, so now, in theory, this guy is ready for duplication. Here. These are the old ones, so we can do common, uncommon, rare, epic, legendary. Let's rename them. Actually, this is a slower way to do it. Let's do it this way. Rare and epic and legendary. Oh, damn it. Okay, so then we just have to update the material for each one and reassign them because they don't have the right ones. This is where it would be nice if I could have duplicate windows of this open, but you can't. Alright, so we're just going to go on common on his combined meshes. He goes to, oh boy, that's hard to find, which is why I renamed all of them when I was doing this earlier. Okay. Oops. I grab that and just paste it. Probably faster. Common. And that rare. That one is epic. And legendary. Okay, so that means I go back here. Go to uncommon, go to his thing here. And now when I do this, it'll be, you need to be uncommon. And rare needs to get Escopata rare, which is our new one. Escopata epic, which needs Escopata epic. And then legendary needs legendary. Oh, but you know what? I think I was pretty. Darn it. That was dumb because technically that's not what I needed. Technically, because this is the only one that's right. These are all wrong. Okay. So we gotta delete these and then redo this. Yes, I know. They're just the materials, yes. Common, uncommon, rare, epic, legendary. You would think after doing so much of this I would have a flow down, but I'm kind of messed up today because of the doing a medium instead. Rare. Epic and legendary. And then these have to be applied instead of those other ones. So the common is set, but the uncommon here needs uncommon. Rare needs to go. Let's go pot of rare. Oops, epic needs the epic one. And legendary obviously needs the legendary one. But now, when I mess with the emissions colors, I'll be able to see them, because otherwise I'm just doing it blind. Okay, so now here, yes, now here is where we're going to go to uncommon and swap out the map for that, right? And then go change his emission color. Wait a minute. Oh, because I'm on legendary. This one, yep, so that updated. And that color is green. So this gets a different value here, 0 and 50 and 0 is a nice bright green. So when you yeah, submission, that's nice. I like that. I'm actually going to bump this base up a little bit though. And then we're going to take his sort of warning mode and dial that up so it's nice and super bright. Oh, that's crazy, but whatever. It's fine. I'm going to get you. Okay. Set that back to 0. Set this back to 0. So his normal one is that. Cool. Alright, so that was uncommon. Let's do rare next. Here. Oops, we gotta unlock that. We gotta go to the rare and there and lock that, and then go grab the rare texture, base texture, and change the emission color to blue, which is 0 and 175 and 255. Nice little bright blue. Boom, I like that, but his super mode needs to be way higher. Alright, so warning. Okay. Cool, I like that one. So we unlock, then we go back here. So that was rare. We need epic. Here, go here. Here. Hello. Wait, what? Here. There. I don't know why that. I must have clicked on the wrong thing and not paying attention today. Alright, so this is epic. That's really nice. I already like that guy. That's really cool. And his color is purple, but we might need to brighten it up because he's already kind of purple. But that is 255, 0, and 255. So let's see. Yeah, let's just brighten him up a little bit. Try and make that stand out a little bit more. We're about at 50. No, that gives him no room to kind of like get brighter. So let's try 25 and then like 100. No, because we were like at 200 on these guys. Yeah. So it's pretty subtle, but I have a lot of other options there. Like, I mean, I could kind of. It's so subtly different. Cool. So there's epic. So the last one will be legend. Oh, no. Gotta turn that off. Gotta turn that off. Don't forget. Turn that stuff off so it doesn't start glowing until we tell it to glow. Let's go. Here, and here, and here, and lock that. And go here and grab the texture for legendary. Okay. He's gonna be like gold. Which in my testing, or the base value should be 145, 75, and 0. And that's pretty good. Yeah, maybe I'll make it 15. And then put his this to 1 so that he can go. Yeah. Yep, I like it. Cool. All right. So in theory, now it's common. Oops, it's back there. Common. Uncommon. Rare. Epic. And legendary. Alright, so then just make sure that I got all the materials turned off so they're not glowing when we start. Perfect. Okay, so we now have these. So to test them, and this might take longer than it has previously. Any of you guys that have tuned into our previous setups with the smalls that we did, I have to instead use a medium path, which I think I have a clamp region here. And they are already near the pathing zone. Right, where's that? There's that one. There's that one. There's that one. So we're going to go. That's funny. Alright, well, we're going to go to clamp region 1, right? Yeah. And I'm going to take this small region. We're going to move it over here. Let's take this medium region and put it right in front of the boat so we can go test quickly. And then we have to update our data file because now we are bringing in mediums as scolpadas. Scolpadas. So somewhere in here are scolpadas already. No? Yes, there they are. Where did I just saw them? There they are. These are here, but they're at the wrong number. So we're going to take these, cut these guys out of here. Temporarily put this down here. And so we got up to, we got this, the Atas were the last one, so we're now at 51. Pardon me, 52. 53, 54, 55. And I'm going to grab that stuff that I cut there, put it into the new position I just made. Oh no, I have to take the martellos out because we don't want to lose these guys. So martellos go here, and scolpadas are going to go here. Common, uncommon, rare, epic, legendary. Yes, yes. All those values are set. Okay. So I'm going to download this as a CSV. Yes, I'm going to replace it. And let's go into our fish generation file and replace it. Oh gosh, finding this is always such a... Here, this is... Boy, we are getting deep in the file renaming system here. I'm just going to end up deleting those. Like, it doesn't really matter. It's just one of those things that's like... Any of you that have done game development before would know that like anything that can go wrong will go wrong. And so I never get rid of data, almost ever, until I'm done with it. Until I'm like positive that I'm done with it. And even then, you're right, I'll have it backed up onto my GitHub repo. So I can always go get it back after I clean up. Okay, so we downloaded that new file. We need that new file to go in here. So now that will generate those new fish, but then I have to add the spot where those are generated, which is in here. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We go grab those new prefabs. Those new prefabs, not the old ones. Prefabs folder. Scolpadas, we just made the common. Nope, wrong one. Uncommon. And the rare. And the epic. And the legendary. Okay. Then we go to our little generation thing. So we're going to make a new scriptable object for ourselves, which was a fish spawn settings. So fish spawn only Skolpada. Did I spell that right? I don't think I spelled it right. Skoldpada. Skolpada. Okay, I'm going to copy literally from the text file itself so that I don't mess this up. Because I have messed it up before. 100%. You're going to give me 5 of these. Because it's a tiny little zone for 5 medium fish. Okay. And then this guy just needs that new thing that we just made. Only Skolpada, go here. So, if I did everything correctly now, I should get no errors. But that's like, there's no chance that happens. Although I am getting pretty practiced at this now, so I do know the steps. And I do have it written down, but, you know, it's a lot of really fiddly parts. Oh, look at that. We already got our problem. Oh, and our ocean wigged out. It's funky. But they did spawn, and they are the new guys. But they are not moving around. Are they moving around? They are. They're just moving around slow. Okay. It's so weird that the ocean wigged out. Ooh, type is not a supported PPTR value. Ooh. Oh, okay. Okay, so he's not swimming around. See if I can get any of the triggering stuff to go here. Nope. Okay. Okay. Problem. Problems. Maybe it could be... Let's see, this is Zach's system, so I'm going to have to probably talk to Zach. What's that? Oh, UnityCoder.com is rating you with the party too. Cool. Nice to see you. Sorry, I haven't been paying attention. I'm just too wrapped up in what I'm doing. Oh gosh, what did we do? What did we do? Okay, so what did we do? Come on, Visual Studio, let's go. What are you doing? 159. Our point picker generated path. Ugh. Okay, so it did get a path. Ugh, this is going to be hard because I didn't write this code. Debugging someone else's code is always very hard. So I might end up having to talk to Zach about this. All right, so where did things go wrong here? Very first thing was our splash handler is not set. Oh, that's okay. That's a known issue. That's an easy one. This is not. Wait, that's also the bobber? No, this is the shader. This is the ocean shader, which barfed. It has never barfed before like that. So I'm a little concerned there. But we did spawn our guys. Serialized property spawnfish.data here. Then we got that crazy type not supported PPTR value. Okay, so spawn fish array data 6 has disappeared. I mean, that's a crazy one. All right, let's look back here. Object dispose exception. That's so crazy. Have to say, I have not. I've been working with Unity a long time, and I have to say I've never seen this. Type not supported APPTR value, but it's got to be from here, right? Because it's talking about the update schedulers here. It's retain mode update schedulers, right? So they're connected. But at this point, I throw out the bait. I don't have any bait equipped. And then we go to the nibble. So that's the triggering of the spawned fish. So I cast out. It did a query. It said, who's in my vicinity? Give me one of those fish. It's saying that the array.data index 6 disappeared. But that's editor. What is going on? And that is that he didn't swim, right? No points found. Oh, maybe it's because the spawn points aren't close enough. I don't remember how that was supposed to be hooked up. All right, so I think what I'm going to have to do. Where's this? So we're on this one. It's supposed to go to this pathing zone, which is right there. So what happened? Okay, let's just restart it and let's look at what those values generate as. That's a different error than we got last time. This one I know about. This is not normal. Amount of fish upon 7. That's funny because I didn't ask for 7. Wait a minute. Oh, because we have this one. We have this one override that. We actually need to change that. So let's just say 5 there. I just want to double check that it's not because there's a disagreement between those two, because that doesn't make sense. So there's 5. Yeah, we're still getting some of these errors. Exception. Material. Argument 6, zero size array is not allowed. From the ocean renderer. Again, why does suddenly the ocean renderer just like barfing? This was working yesterday when I was messing around with it. So this guy is supposed to send those mediums over to this pathing zone, which it does. It has it. It has that list. Maybe the starting point. Oh, did I not drag? Maybe it's because I didn't drag a starting point with it. That could be it. It's missing it now. Okay, so let's look at what's happening there. Let's look at what's happening there. Okay, so it is getting that pathing zone, and the pathing zone doesn't have a test starting point. I mean, we're not supposed to have to do that. It does have the pathing. The path is empty, though, and the smooth path is empty. What about these guys? Yeah, they're empty, but it's because they don't have any fish. Default terrain. What was that one? Line cast value collisions, nothing. True, it does not have a test starting point, so maybe that's it. So do these guys just have them? These guys have them. Is it because I dragged it too far away from the point? But it shouldn't. It should just care that, like, oh, it's a point inside it. I mean, it was prefabbed even. Like, that doesn't make sense. Okay. I don't know. Or, well, let's just pick one. That one. Which one is that? 22. All right. So there. Okay, so now it has the pathing. It just still barfs on the... Still barfing on the ocean, which it wasn't before, so I don't know what's happening there. Okay. But... He does not find his path. All right. Okay, so I think what I'm going to have to do is just go back to setting them up and wait to talk to Zach to walk through his code, because his AI code is very complex. It's so weird that why would it? I'll take a quick path through his code, but I don't think. Okay, so we lose the target. Is that what happened? It didn't grab a point to go to. I think it starts here. Let's just start here, right? So it's point picker. So we went into here. Did we get the failed build path? I think we did. Yeah, we did. So we got to fail building the path. I don't think we got this message, though, did we? Oh, yes, we did. Okay. 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 Fixes required are in the way of the line. Physics line cast. Points found. So this is true. We do go in here. Unblocked point is null. We loop through temp. Zach, you shouldn't use temp. You know that. man, what? Okay, so we go through. Okay. Loop through the empty pathways and fill them. Get some random number that we're going to fill in. Find the distance from the path dot add starting point. We failed that, so it's not the first one. So we go here, we make a list of transforms called temp. Points to pick from. It points to pick from. Let's get set up here. Oh my gosh, Zach, this is crazy. Comes from points, and points is not coming from anywhere, so that means it is here. Does he have this private? Nope, it's public. So that is the list of points, right? Which is on, what is this? AI point picker. AI point picker should be on the region. No, it's on the pathing zone. Okay, so the pathing zone. Oh, wait a minute. No. It's supposed to generate it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I didn't write this code, so I think I just need to put a note to Zach, and we need to talk later today at some point, if possible. Or maybe I can look at it this weekend. All right, where's my Trello board? All right, so medium fish, fail, no points, path pound. So let's get this as our error message that we are going to add as our card. Say bug. Testing. Testing medium fish. There's the fail message. I'll say the failed to path building. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'm going to cut this one out. I'm just going to put this as a checklist on that card. Okay, and that is number 1. This is number 2. This is where this things start to go wrong. And index out of bounds the array. Boom. Okay. So say need to chat about broken fish. How should I describe this? Set medium. That was clamp region 1. Set up clamp region 1. 1 prefab. With the new medium fish. Copied working clamp jaw medium fish AI. And broken. Need to chat. All right. Cool. So he and I will sit down and hash out what happened there. Because it shouldn't. It should not have done that. And I don't think it has anything to do with the region itself. I'm going to move it back, but I really don't think it did. I'll set it back to mostly clamp jaws, because that's what it had before. Clamp region 1 is going to get mostly clamp jaws. That's really all I did. And the ocean's breaking again, which is super odd. What? Where's the... What? It's supposed to be right over here. The ocean shader's totally broken too. It's so weird. What is going on? I must not have noticed it before because it just doesn't generate anything. So the question is, why does it generate anything? All right, well, that's okay. Like I said, it's just, I'm sure it's just a simple need to rehook something up, and I didn't rehook it up. Okay. So I am going to pause for a second. I'm going to grab some coffee, and I'll be right back. So let me go over to OBS. I'll be right back, you guys. All right. Okay, well, the one other thing I want to do is get one more medium fish set up. And I know it's not in the AI that's barfing here. It's just in the setup of the region and stuff with the script, the point picker script. So I'm not going to worry about it too much. So there's Sculpata for now. I think he's done. Like, really, Unity? Like, why? Just clicking around on stuff? Like, really? That was strange. Strange. Okay, so that guy's done. Let's do the butterfly. These guys are really cool looking, and the emission on these is going to be really neat. Okay. Do you know immediately I need those off? The geo here. Oh yeah, look at this. We can save a lot of draw calls. A lot of draw calls we're about to save. Yeah. Okay. All right, so to do that, go back to my notes. We are going to, on the base thing here, we're actually going to remove these. Don't need this. Don't need this. We're going to leave the rigid body, though, because we will need it later. But I need the animator component so that our skin mesh combiner tool can root through that thing, find all those separate meshes, combine them into one mesh so we do one draw call instead of many draw calls. So this one's going to save us a lot. Okay. So we are going to combine those meshes. We no longer need the animator or that on there because we now have our combined mesh. Why did she put what? That was strange. Why does it have multiple materials on it? Common. The old Geo had common. Oh, it didn't catch. Look at that. Wait a minute. Oh no, it's just, that's right. It doesn't catch the subcomponents because they're empty transforms. Okay. So it has the uncommon on the eyes, rare, uncommon, rare. That's weird. I wonder why she did that. I'm gonna assume that was just an accident. Yeah. I think these were all supposed to be. Well, it doesn't matter because I'll reset them when I go and set up the new material on that thing. Okay, so. Should I redo that? Kind of wondering if I should just redo that and reset them before I redo it. I think I'm going to do that. And this one is where it should be commons. funny because I don't think they're even really different. So I'm gonna assume it was just a mistake. These are all commons, right? Common, 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 common. Yes, okay. But we have to turn all this on so that we can combine them again. Okay, so there's all of those, all that geo. There's the mesh combiner. Now sees them. It should only see the one material, not the three materials. So that'll save us some processing power as well. Because texture maps take a lot of time to load into memory. Okay, so now we're going to combine this. Now you should just have, yes, just the one. Okay, so we can turn the old geo off. There's its rig, there's its combined meshes. Okay. Okay. Rah. So now we've got our mesh combined with only the one material, one rig, and one common mesh. Okay. So that part is done. So now we go back here. You can turn those off. And we are just going to be worried about the rigid body now. This is a medium, so its mass is much larger. It's 20. Has a 0 drag, has 0.5. We do want to use gravity, but we do not want it to be kinematic. I want to check something real quick on the one that we just did, and I didn't leave it as kinematic right now. No, it was animating stuff. Okay. All right, so we're in the butterfly. Oh, it actually needs to be renamed because it's not going to be butterfly fish. This is going to be the Purahiru. So this is going to get renamed to the Purahiru. And we are working on Purahiru Common. There we go. All right. I am going to stream a bit longer today. Normally I would be wrapping up because I'd have to get to a meeting. I do have a meeting at 2 instead of 1 today, though, so I'll go probably till like 1:30 or something like that. Or until I get tired, whatever. I think there's only a couple of you guys on stream, which is cool. Yep. It's funny. There's a couple on YouTube and a couple on Twitch, and that's it. Spread out. For whatever reason, I could not get Steam working, which was weird. Like I did it previously, and I think the only thing I did different was that I set up a live stream event, and I thought I could just broadcast without having to set up a live stream event, but I guess you do. And I didn't want to bother with that because it's like setting a bunch of stuff on Steam's back end, and then it's kind of annoying. I'll have to do some more research about that. Anyway, let's get back to doing our Purahiru Common here. Okay, so it's got its rigid body. That's all set. His kinematic is off. We are going to interpolate, and we're going to use discrete collision detection. Okay, so there's our rigid body set. We need to add a crest simple floating object. That one, so that it will interact with our ocean renderer properly, even though our ocean renderer is kind of broken right now. I still want it to float in the water. Okay, so it's buoyancy coefficient. We use 1 there and 1 there. 0 and infinity, and the buoyancy force. It's, oh, this one's width is going to be much larger. And the only way to, or the best way to do this is to just drop some cubes to test. And let's position it. So if I have, it's 1 there, but it's much larger than that as far as its wingspan, and I think it's the wingspan that it's going to be like water displacement. So like if I did, oops, I didn't want that many. Let's see this one. It's roughly like that, and roughly like that. I mean, yeah, let's that's sort of a compromise, not to go all the way out on the wave displacement. So 3, yeah. Actually, I never moused over it. I should double check that. Diameter, yeah. Yeah, okay. And maybe we need to make that bigger. Maybe we need to make it smaller, but we won't know until we get him swimming around in the water. Okay. Force height offset is 0. And we do 3, 2, 1, and 0.2, and we do not debug. Okay. So that's set. And we're going to go grab medium fish AI. And I am just going to go get one that last I checked was working, which was Clamp Java. So copy that. And actually, I do know that was working because the armored fish, or what do we call them? What did I change that guy to? Skoldpada. He was like grabbing at the line and doing everything until he was supposed to run, he broke because he couldn't find his AI pathing. So I do know that this is working for this guy. So we're going to use the same values for our medium fish AI. Alright, so then we need a box collider so you can trigger some stuff. And it's way bigger. Than the little fish. Okay, that's going to be way wider. I mean, way wider. This guy has quite the wingspan. Where's my dang? There. Quite the wingspan. Yeah, this guy's collider's huge. Okay. And down here, okay, it's probably good enough. I mean, we can adjust it later if it's not what we want. Okay, we didn't set the trigger on. Then we need the water interaction. Didn't I leave a note to myself on the last one? That there was a medium. So over here, this guy has water object interaction sphere medium. Yeah, why didn't I? Let's copy that. Let's go paste it over here. In my notes, let's see, or that one, mediums. There. Okay, so yeah, and he gets medium fish water interaction, the material. So he gets, nope, it is over here. It is a prefab. This one, hey. So you get that prefab. I'm gonna leave all those default values there. He has the correct medium fish water interaction material, not the small fish water interaction. Pardon me. Okay, so now we're ready to do the shaders. So, the materials here. Let's rename this. Correct name. That. And then these other ones we're going to leave for now and get rid of them later. And we switch this over to our new shader graph of our own fish shader. Gonna lock that and then go get the correct textures. Common. His ambient occlusion, his emission. Uh-oh, the emission's colored. That's no good. Not that's a horrible thing, it just doesn't make it doesn't make it as easy to color them, because it's like my plan was to color code them for their collection value, right? So common, uncommon, rare, epic, and legendary would be gray, green, blue, purple, and like gold, bright yellow. And when they're colored, it means I have to mess around with them and not get quite what I'm looking for. But that's our own fault. All right, I'm gonna go just to keep myself sane here. Okay, so now I can keep track of that. I've got this one is the correct stuff, and now we go in here and we're gonna mess with the emission stuff. So we set our emission to 1. We do our fill offset down so that his glowiness goes all the way down there to where it just stops on the end of him. There. Okay. Set the fill emission back to 0 and change the length of this guy so that he turns his emission off all the way up to his front, which is on his chin. Okay. Okay, and then we want his color. Okay, so then his fill emission is that direction. Okay. His color, we want a gray. So we'll see if our gray shines through or not. Yeah, see, her base is color is blue, so he's just going to be kind of blue. Let me see if I can tone it down. It's not quite what I wanted, but that's just going to have to be what it is. Base intensity, it's probably good there. And then we set the bright on. But that is really high. That's still high. It's maybe more than that. That's yeah. There we go. So it'll sort of warn you. Hey, something bad's about to happen. And that part's done. Now we go and we set the rain to 1. Oh, that was some funkiness there. That's weird. We're going to adjust his tiling, and that's too small for a big guy like this. So I think we want it to be 0.45 and 0.45. Yeah, there we go. It's better. Okay, and then the speed, we're going to adjust to 0.4. Yeah. Cool. Looking good. Okay, so we're done working with the rain, so let's turn the rain off. The emissions are off. Okay, so now we have this one set, so we're going to duplicate this one and use that placed onto the other prefabs. We haven't made those other prefabs yet, but we're going to. Common, uncommon, rare, epic, and legendary. Oops. Probably moving faster not to retype that, but whatever. Rare. Oh, damn it. And one more legendary. Okay. So now this guy is ready to be duplicated. No, he's not. We're not ready to duplicate yet. We got other stuff to do. Slow down, Jeff. Okay, so we need to do the stick points, the crossbow stick points, which is going to be hard on this guy. Well, we sort of didn't think about that when we sort of designed it. I think I'm going to put them right back here, because you always would be able to crossbow. Yeah. Okay, so to do that, we go down his rig, do his spine, So where's that? Nope, keep going. Spine, getting close. One more. Yeah, let's put the crossbow stick points right there. All right, so we just add some empty transforms. This will be crossbow stick point. I don't know, one is left and one is right. Okay, left was going to be on his left side, so that's this one. It needs to be rotated and pointed inward. So let's go there. If any of you don't know, the blue is forward in the Z to the Unity physics system. So that means that now the crossbow stick point is pointing inward, so that means that our little crossbow will go and attach there. This one needs to rotate the other way. It needs to be moved out there. And negative 90. Alright, so now they're both sticking in. Those are the points that we will attach to catch this guy. Okay. So now I go to the medium fish AI on this guy, and he has an array with catch points. So stick point left and stick point right. So attach there and attach there. Perfect. Okay. All right, so now he needs a splash handler. Splash handlers are our system for, interacting with the ocean shader and throwing up splash effects as the fish moves around and does stuff. Okay, so needs the water splash. I thought that's annoying. I wrote down I could have sworn in my notes that I wrote down a new name for them. Water splash small. It's supposed to be that, but it's not there. Oh, because it's space. Because white space matters. Okay, so water splash small, water splash medium, water splash large. I need to remember to go make variants of those because each fish is supposed to do different sort of splashes, but to get up in testing, I'm not going to worry too much about it. But it's definitely a polish thing I want to add. Okay, so we added those. It needs the skin mesh renderer. It's on there. And then it needs a water drip. This is a medium fish, so he gets the medium prefab. And we need to change the generation on this thing. Just that there. Very wide because he's got very wide wings. That's too far. Close enough. Just gonna have this down roughly there. It's all smoke and mirrors. It is generating a little high. I think I don't want that. I want it generating like that. Yeah. Okay, so there's our water drip. Okay, let's tag him as a fish. And now he's ready for duplication. there's common, uncommon, rare, and epic, and legendary. Rare. This one is epic. And this one is legendary. Okay. Then each one of these guys needs the correct mesh. So here, he doesn't want common, he wants the uncommon. And then I'll adjust them as we go. So there's uncommon. This one's rare. So the combined mesh here needs the rare material. Wait, he didn't get it. Rare. Now I'm wondering, did the uncommon get it? Did I not assign it properly? Oh, no, I'm not locked in. Uncommon. Yeah, it didn't. Uncommon. Uncommon. Rare should be right. Rare. Epic. Needs the epic. And legendary needs the legendary. Okay, so now we're ready to go. Whoops, go back in here, go to the materials, and just reset their texture sets. Here, so uncommon. Oh, because I'm not on uncommon. Is it mission map? Is here, yeah. Uncommon. It's like a monarch butterfly. It's really nice. Okay, so now we said it's this, and that needs to not be that. This is going to be uncommon. Is supposed to be green. We'll see how this works, because I think because of the way that she did this, we're just kind of going to be stuck. 0 and 50 and 0. Well, I mean, it's what I could do is that's pretty neon yellowy, but what I could do is maybe tone it down. No, tone it down, not up, and that's more yellow. So no, we need at least 15. What's a little better? That's, I mean, it's fine. It is what it is. Technically, what I could do is just always use the blue one. No, that's okay. I'll just let her stuff come through, and it just is what it is. This is just my designer sense saying, hey, these need to be color coded for collections. You know, not everybody's going to be thinking the same way. Some people just like pretty colors, like Sarah, as an artist, loves pretty colors, so she did a lot of pretty colors. Okay, so so that was this one. We got that color, yes. Oh, we needed to mess with its bright percentage, so I'm sure that's, well, let's just see what it is. Yeah, it needs to be brighter than that. 35. Let's go even let's go to 50. There we go. So now it's like warning. All right, so set that back to 0. Set that back to 0. And this one's done. Okay. So we need to do rare. And go to rare material. Go to the texture for rare. Wow. That's really nice. All right. So this color is supposed to be blue. So, and then I was using a consistent blue, 0, 175, 255. So, oh yeah, it's nice. I like that. And let's see if we need to adjust this. Yeah, I think that can go up a bit. Maybe a little more. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I like that. Okay, so there's that one done. Now we have epic to do. Unlock that. Go to your epic material. Get the texture for epic. And his glow is supposed to be purple. Oh, this will be good. 255, 0, and 255. Yeah, that's nice. So it's bright. Oh, that's not enough. Maybe we tone it down here so that the bright gets. We gotta go. That's as much as we can get. Danger, danger. That's pretty good though. Okay, so there's epic. Let's do legendary. Take that off there. Legendary, legendary. Lock you back down. We do texture for legendary. You get that one, and you get that one. Huh. Well, let's see what it looks like on its emission. It's supposed to be gold, but that color doesn't seem very gold. But that one does. But that's just a base color PNG. That's not even. Yeah, that's just, yeah. Alright, well, let's just see what we can get. We need something cool looking. This will be 145. Oops, 145. And 70, 75 and 0. That's what it's supposed to be. Which gives it a purple. Because she's got that going on there. So maybe we can adjust it to something we're aiming for here. It doesn't look like it. So we're just going to have to pick something that we like. I kind of like that one. Kind of translucent. It's pretty nice. I like it. Okay. Calling it good. Okay, so there is each one of those. Okay, so common, no, common, rare, rare, epic, legendary. Okay. So now we again have to update our data file. So this one can come out of the list. And this one, what do we call this one? Purahu. So I have to find it. Its data layout. There it is. It's here. Put that there. While we're thinking about that, let's add 7, 58, 59, 60. We're up to 60 implemented fish, everybody. I think that's around halfway, officially. Okay. There's that. And then let's go ahead and take this data and put it back where it needs to go, which is there. And then let's just verify that our new Pure Hero, common, uncommon, rare, epic, and legendary, correct index numbers, and their depth is set and their habitat is set. Okay, so now we'll download another CSV, overwriting what I already had. Yes, I know, because I have backups, but because I am paranoid about that stuff, because I've had horrible data correction issues with games before, I'm not willing to risk that. So, yeah. Man, this commit's going to be big. This commit's going to be really big. Ugh. Okay, so now that's set. So we can go back here. We can go to our demo manager. We can add 5 of these. Wait. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So it's being weird. That was weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I need there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Funky. Okay. And the common, and the uncommon, and the rare, and the epic, and the legendary. Okay. So there's that one. Wait, where's the medium? Oh, it's right. It's supposed to be right in front. Well, let's just drop it right there. It's got all its travel point. I still don't understand why that kept breaking. Whatever, alright. So now I just need to tell this to generate the things that I want, which are the fish spawn settings for fish spawn settings only pure, oh gosh, pure. Let's copy this so I don't fuck that up. 1 there. This will be 5 here. So that clamp region 1. We get our new only pure hero. And then I don't know why it's not doing its pathing, but whatever. We'll worry about that later. Okay. in theory, in theory, I should spawn 5 random. Would probably be common, but you never know. I don't see Pure Hero. Oh, they're there. Okay, did 5. Alright, so there should be there. And they're moving around. Gonna have to give them a change their height so they're not popping out of the water like that. And it is sticking on. We're doing the stuff, but it's broken as soon as it tries to pathfind. But all my setup stuff is done, so that's just a talk to Zach and figure out why our pathfinding suddenly broke. But there we are. We got our 5. That's funny. We said 5. Why did it only give us 4? Anywho, cool. All right, so we checked off 2 fish. 2 fish. So that was what 10 actually that we added to our list of ones that were done. We did common, uncommon, rare, epic, and legendary for the Scolpata. We did common, uncommon, rare, epic, and legendary for the Pirahu. And I think that's where I'm going to stop today because I'm hungry. I want to go eat. And yeah, cool. So for the few of you that are here, thanks for dropping in, checking this out. If you are interested in checking out Kaiju Fishing, that's what we're working towards here. I'm going to be streaming Wednesdays and Fridays, trying to be consistent about it as we move forward. And, we're one step closer. Zach will be probably doing some streaming as well, but he hasn't decided on like a regular stream session yet. So if you're interested in finding out when we're going to do other sort of impromptu streams, join the Discord server, which I think I have a command for. Yes, I do. Oh, it's not linked right, though. That's weird. All right, so we'll have to figure that out. Anyway, feel free to join the Discord, and then there's a role for stream announcements. So we will kind of give you guys a quick warning before we go live. And yeah, I think that's it. Thanks, everybody, for joining me, and I hope you have a great day, and I will see you all next time. So Wednesday. Later.